With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome to some more level 99 competition route matches, and today it's once again all about this guy. Arculus, my little Supernova exclusive. It is finally time to become actually good. Maybe it'll be your time in the future, eh, Mike, if we put a lot of effort in. But Panzer's been holding up well, so of the three, it's going pretty nicely. But at the moment, our friend Arculus here, despite having some of the best moves in the game and an extra slot to use on whatever we want, which could be a cheaper dribble, it could be a cheaper shot, it could be a skill, like Spirit Big Moves, for instance, he, at the moment, isn't too great because he's got his built-in totem. And it's a shame to get rid of it because the totem is personalised to him, it's designed with him in mind. Dragnova, it's a combination of dragon and supernova. It's a pretty awful name, to be honest, but like, it's what they gave it. And yeah, it gives him shoot up level 3 as a skill, which is nice, but if you can't afford to use your moves, it's not worth having. So we're gonna give him a fighting spirit. Now, I haven't done any effort so far in actually unlocking new ones. The way you get spirits in this game is literally to take them from other recruitable characters that already have one. And maybe I just noticed White Wyvern was sitting around on someone in a previous recording. I can't remember quite how this got into my inventory, whether it was the level 99 competition routes unlocks or if I just saw it on someone like the grandfather route knockoff Bylong Hash, for instance. Is that in fact what I've done? Because let me find Hash real quick. No, actually, I haven't taken it from Hash. So in that case, I don't know where my White Wyvern manual came through. Did I get like a duplicate Bylong or something? I've sure, yeah, Bylong's still got it as well. I've maybe avoided using it up to this point because Victor, when Miximax with Bylong, also has White Wyvern, so I'm interested in variety. But this is also the most Bylong-free post-game of a series I think I've ever done. So, knowing especially that we can always change it for a different one later. He's not Fire Element, so Surtur, while that would be the unique one, doesn't quite make sense. Archpegasus we've already got on my backup Ozrock. So White Wyvern is the one because we do want him to have shooting capabilities. So that's now yours, Arculus. You can pretend to be my real Bylong. And on top of that, we are in front of the Orient Express, where we might as well also just increase his stats a bit in general, because again, even if there's a question to be had of who's getting Spirit Big Moves out of Tezcat, Arculus and someone else, we know at the very least at this point in time that we want him to be good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make him good right now. He's going to jump out of the way of the dino, and 370 kick is very much high already. Again, I can't quite remember how much I've already done on him, but yeah, clearly he's got a maxed out kick stat, so he's already had some effort. But I think he needs a little bit of dribble as well, if I'm being honest, because he had multiple opportunities to win a dribbling interaction in the last two videos, and even though he's got one of the best dribbles in the game, he completely failed. So I'm going to bring him up to 150, or maybe give him a little bit more than that, and then otherwise he should be good to go and give us a demonstration with the power of the White Wyvern on deck. So I think I at least got to show off his totem strike once, but if I didn't, I think it's just, you know what, just in case I haven't, look at all this kick that I've given you, and I'm now going to take it away because I'm going to quit without saving. And just to make absolute sure you've seen what Dragnova's shot looks like before we get rid of it, let's just take him into a random encounter, do an example shot with him, and then we'll get rid of it in favour of White Hurricane. So here's that menu, here's that map screen that in a previous episode of the LP I said was inaccessible as soon as the Odaiba, the Orion Express, comes into effect. here we go then. For the last time ever, here's Dragnova. It's a bit sad that I've had to resort to a random encounter to show this off instead of just doing it at a level 99 match, which I was really trying to do, but at least I won't have that little PNG interrupting all of my move animations now. 48 TP, he cannot currently afford to do his Totem Strike, so let's try and level him up, and then we'll do it. Please level up after this one. Dragnova seems to level up really slowly. Usually you only need to win like one interaction to level up a totem, and here he's just... I can't even get to level 2 here correctly. There we go, totem level up on 36. Right, I guess that wasn't the final random encounter. I have to do another one. Yeah, do your little cool guy turn around and point and blow on the gun thing, but that was not a dub, mate. You failed at the express thing I was trying to show off, so fine, here we go again then with this cityscape background. No psychic arrow, I'll just do the shot and that'll be it. And then it'll be good riddance to this thing, which is still Big Bangs. Sorry, we're playing Supernova, mate. Did you not read? That's how Arculus got here. Try that again. And then I will, for real, replace it with White Hurricane. Well, no, with White Breath of White Wyvern. There you go. Not that. I'm doing it out of habit. I'm still trying to level up Galactica Fall. Here we go. Before it trods off home, he runs. And yeah, I was saying it was just like a palette swap of Victors, and then I doubted myself because I was like, wait, no, isn't that what Ruger and Baran have? No, they do have their own totem animation unique to themselves. It's just not that different. But yeah, there you go. He did the spin dash. We got the milk coffee. I will now re-equip White Wyvern and level up his stats. And I'll see you at the match. Never mind, I'm cutting back in here. I've not seen this yet. If I were to look at Simeon, his player potential is 22 points. That's the most we can put into him before he becomes impossible to level up any more stats for. Let's just do that. I should be able to get up to that point within 2 more training cycles. I noticed I've now got higher kick on Tezcat and Arculus than I do on Simeon. Obviously he still hits harder because of Spirit Big moves, but let's put him up to 370 and 170, and then maybe we'll give him a bit of block or something. But his remaining potential is 10 points. So let's give him that with an excellent. Apparently we're going to be investing quite a lot. No, we get exactly 10. So do I want to put that even more on kick? A bit of block. Let's get him up to 130. And then something's not going to be a round number, unfortunately. Let's go on. 1 bit more speed, 1 bit more technique. I'm not giving him catch. That can stay as the funny number, I guess, because there's truly no purpose. There you go. So now, if I were to select Simeon again, it says his player potential is max. And we already reached that point for Arculus without me realising. I've clearly trained him more than I thought. Tezcat has a long way to go with it, but that is to say, if I were to now raise these guys' stats any further, while they're already max trained, it would basically come at the cost of other stats. And that's fine. My Ozrock and KMC, for instance, are trained to the point of their other stats being decreased. But oh, it actually won't let me do it. So I guess, do I need to manually take points away from him on stats, or maybe I have misunderstood. Maybe that is actually just as far as I can take them. I would have to, I guess, reset them and do it all over again. But anyway, that point is, Simeon and Arculus are now fully trained, and that is the most they can ever be without resetting and starting again, I guess. So let's fortunately, Simeon is someone that we're very happy with, generally speaking. And then Arculus should start to prove himself now he's got a spirit. And I can always mixy-max him with a random scout who's got spirit big moves if we want to try it. That seems like a fair final thing to do. So there's actually a scout that I set aside specifically for Tezcat to give him access to spirit big moves in the meantime, but we might as well try it on Arculus first while it's his day. Somebody here on page 5 just happens to have spirit big moves in their moveset. Yeah, this urchin guy. So, of all people, that is going to be your Mixie-Max target. Do we want a weaker shot that's a shot block? Or do we want a weaker block? Water Wall is already relatively affordable, so I think basically we want to give him Dragster as a cheaper dribble. So what's this going to look like then? They've both got the same hair colour-ish. It can't be that bad. It's not bad at all. It's practically not even noticeable. He's just gone from purple hair to purpley brown hair. So we'll have that then. With the power of Urchin, let's take him finally into a match. And that match today will be the Earth 11. Do I want to change the kit before we get into this? Or do I force the Earth 11 to use the reserve kit? For the sake of thumbnails, I think it would be better if they're in their own kit. So let's go Custom Team 6. And for the first time ever, we're going to change the kit. There's Mike in the Ryman kit. That's nice. We can have the combat kit, which is actually like kind of personalised to Arculus, isn't it? Is that his kit? So that one is Ozrock's. We could go in dressed as Ozrock, which would be very funny, I have to say. But combat kit is, yeah, his kit from the Supernova team. And then Space Ranker's kit is what he uses on the team with Arculus. So, why not do that? Which one do I want more? Let's go with the combat kit. Which away looks like the... Ooh, the away colours are kind of nice. What does the away look like for Space Rankers? Better. Also better. But let's go with the home kit for combat and head into the Earth 11 match. Rita Boot No. I always try to prioritise Simeon at the start, but here we're not going to do it. We're going to prioritise Arculus from the beginning because he's got Spirit Big moves, he's got White Breath, he's got incredible moves otherwise, and we've practically maxed out his kick. He definitely does have a higher kick stat than Simeon. Simeon was on 360, he's now on 370, whereas Arculus right now is on 390. So he should be scoring without a doubt. A great music choice here for this Earth 11 matchup. I'm so happy to be hearing this again. So let's keep Simeon on the pitch, but we'll just swap their positions and still rely, as ever, on Arculus to get us further up. Alright, let's give it a go. Spirit on you now, and we'll bring out the Arculus one when we get a bit closer to the goal. And we're doing this within Ryman Stadium, actually, so home ground. Terry's going to go for Mammoth right away. He's also got a Mixie-Max. Who with? I couldn't tell you. I just know it's not JP because I've used that Mixie-Max plenty enough. Here comes the chance. White Wyvern is not in any way leveled up, so it's still going to take a little bit before Arculus's White Breath reaches its maximum potential, especially with only one Spirit Big Moves temporarily on board. But let's take a shot and see what our numbers look like. Can he beat Terry's Totem Strike? 3,441, I would say yes, he probably can. You can only do that once though, so let's just get absolute maximum use out of Arculus, see how good he can be. So funny as well, seeing him in his actual in-game kit, but he's Mixie-Max, so he's just ever so slightly different. The power of a king is second to none. Let's take the ball with Pants, and either one of these two can try and run up the pitch. What is Falco's Mixie Max, by the way? He looks intense. He's still got the blue strike in his hair. Obviously, Victor's gone for Zanuck or Zach Avalon because they just know that it's optimal. Yeah, Falco with white hair, but still the blue stripe. I need to get into one of those interactions to properly see what that looks like. We messed that one up just a bit. We have a chance for a third thingy. Oh yes, it'll be Simeon then. Oh, Trina's isn't so good. I guess, did you take one from Keenan? But Keenan's on the pitch, right? It's too light to be Souls, I think. Oh, Pants sweep. Hold on. Yeah, there's no getting past Frank. It's a little bit wasteful of them to put a totem on Frank in particular. They don't really have anything on their strike force at the moment, but here is Falco. Oh, would you look. He's going to let us jungle jam it off him, but I guess that's just a staple of him with Mixie Max. You can change his base hair colour, but the blue stripe stays, and that's good because I generally like the Mixie Maxes to stay as similar to how they were in the first place, unless they're actually like a canon design that's like meant to look the way it does. Let's make a decision between passing to Simeon or back to our friend Arculus. Can I sweep him? I'm trying to make sure he doesn't go offside at any point. Let's just see what it ends up with, and because I committed to no one in particular, it reached no one in particular. We knew that was going to happen, but I still just sat there and allowed it to happen anyway, and I can't even pause now because I've already just used my pause, so I need to run Simeon up and pass straight to Ginger Trina. Jordan got involved for a second there. It was a brief involvement, but he was there. Alright, well, I have once again fluffed my lines somewhat. I'm playing a little poorly at the minute, but I'll tighten it up because Arculus deserves a good, proper run out here. Maybe he'll end up keeping Urchin for a while. There's no huge need to switch off it yet. Simeon. I think, yeah, Frank doesn't have too much in the way of dribbling. I'm going to take this, please. Please. Yes. How close was it? Not very. Off you go to sleep, Frank. Don't wake up. I was moving Arculus along, but he can't afford another White Breath. He would have to armor fight, so we might as well just take this one here with a Nocturne. No, air type, so we're going Nocturne. Again, Bloodsucker Bite would be the teensiest bit stronger if it wasn't at a type disadvantage, but it is, so it wasn't. Yeah, not likely to go in unless Terry throws. He's going for Blandong. That was suspenseful, but yes, he still stopped it. Ended up being a smart decision on his, actually, because he was able to stop it and he didn't use up much in the way of points. But Simeon, if you're not offside, can give us a different one, right? He knows who he's dealing with this time. He goes for the Totem Strike on the second occasion. Mortal Smash is going to lose a bit of power over this distance, but we've passed the 3,000 mark. Or we're slightly under it, but I think we're good, right? Please. Yeah, of course. 2,300. Cool. So that means we can use Tezcat's Spirit. We can Armorify Simeon. We can Armorify Arculus. We've got options to get some more goals, but we have ultimately used our strongest bits of firepower for those 2 goals. And Dracul is sadly on a time limit right now. With 5 minutes left, I think now might be a good time for a special tactic, because I haven't really been using them very much in the matches up to this point. I've well, sodded off that plan, basically. Just run straight into the face of danger. But yeah, I've only really been using them purely as a defensive ploy, and I haven't so much tried them as an offense trick, which could be worth a go. But for now, oh, what happened there? I took it, but then it just auto-kicked somewhere else. That's 2 matches in a row where I really don't feel like I inputted any kick on my end. It just put it in my possession to take it away from me. But nevertheless, we've got 2 goals. Shall we see if we can get any more then, lads? Do we want to make any substitutions? Dracul is still good at midfielding even without his spirit, but so is Soul Daystar, so he's going to be implemented. These 2 will armor fight at some point to get us some extra shots. And other than that, I'll keep doing what I'm doing because we don't seem to be in any great danger of losing at the very least. The only character... We obviously are very familiar with how the Earth 11 works because that's our team. So the main thing that we have to worry about in these matches in terms of dropping a goal is getting long-shotted. And the 2 who would have one would be Buddy Fury, is very weak, but he does have driving header. He could maybe get some shot chains going from that. And then the big worry would be Victor doing Bicycle Blade. We want to avoid that at all costs. I don't feel like I've even seen Victor in this match, to be honest. He must be somewhere. But for now, for some reason I just didn't think Trina was going to be very fast, but she just beat out my armorified Eye of the Storm with a regular block because, as we've mentioned before, she has the highest block stat in the whole game. So overall, that was not the place to go. Meanwhile, if we were to do a long shot, we're obviously very aware that Frank has straight counter as a shot block, which is pretty poor within the game itself because it's incredibly weak. But I needed to wait for his spirit to run out before I took a shot. Can't afford to do anything there. In a level 99 route, straight counter is something I'm still afraid of, especially because he's got his totem up. So let's just avoid the long shots in general and try and do something with Tezcat instead. Yeah, we can take it from Frank's totem when he's trying to dribble. He still doesn't have that one. I'm a little worried about his shot blocking capabilities, as we said, but there's worse people that could have been bringing out the totem overall. Like, imagine if Buddy Fury just went all gung-ho with spamming long shots. I think the play here is to lose possession with Tezcat and then pass it back to him with someone more capable of scoring. And that's exactly what we've got. But where's he gone? Oh, well, I'm surprised Terry didn't just win that interaction by default, but we'll take the shot. I'm not going to complain. Let's have that, and then Simeon can just get off the pitch altogether, and we'll put Tezcat in his position. And meanwhile, it's time for Arculus to armorify and show what he can truly do, I think. Yep, even without... Oh, he does have a totem. I missed that part, but... Yeah, Terry is still a threat, even when he's not hitting us with totem strikes and whatnot. And I passed straight to the opponent's totem because I couldn't see what I was doing. Well, not me smartest as ever. Arian looks to have Mixi-Maxed with Arculus. That, or he's Mixi-Maxed with his own Pegasus totem, which it kind of looks like. Foul? You are kidding, right? Alright, well, the match continued, and they've given it straight back to us. Jordan's missed once again. Bless him, he's not done us the best job. Ricardo, meanwhile, I think is Mixi-Maxed with Arculus. If Aaron's got one, then Ricardo's got the other, but surely that would be Victor's job, not Ricardo's. Maybe it's... There's a lot of purple-haired characters in Go Galaxy, to be fair, especially within this Supernova version of the game. What can we do here? Arculus will armorify right now, and level 3 will work towards it getting level 4, and then that'll be purple as well. Wouldn't that be perfect? Galactica fall at level 3 with 390 kick. does 1502, which is good, but it's not good enough to get past Claw de Force, so we definitely do need to level that move up more to really be able to rely on it. And I don't quite recall what we've got in terms of equipment on Arculus. Tezcat, again, I'm going to keep him with his spirit up just so we can try and do an Executioner's Axe if we get the opportunity, because an A rank would be nice. And I'm going to use an offensive special tactic right now towards the end of doing that. Terry's also going to start running out of TP or whatever soon, right? Where is Thunderbolt? There is Thunderbolt. Let's just not lose the possession by default. It's going to make me do it with Simeon, which is not ideal, but if... No! I thought I had a really nice plan. Simeon wouldn't have been able to afford it, but I thought I could do a shot with Arculus and then shot chain it into triple threat, which would have been nice. But even still, just taking the shot at all with Arculus would have meant a lot. Once again, we can't afford anything here. That's a pity. Yeah, if he could afford triple threat, then I think we definitely would have scored with an Arculus move plus triple threat. We meanwhile have one more chance to get a goal, so it's going to be Tezcat taking the shot, but first of all, let's get these two guys off. They have served their purpose. We could leave Arculus on to do Galactica Fall without a spirit. Or we could swap for Njord. Go on, let's do it. But Tezcat, we're going to put him all the way over there. Again, if this was regular football, this would not work. This is 100% without a shadow of a doubt offside, but because of an oversight or a glitch, the game will allow me to do this. Executioner's Axe. He still can afford a Totem Strike. Good grief. Alright, it looks like it's going to be a 2-0 then, unless we have some real bit of extra fortune here. And that's going to do at least 2,300, so that is a save. Oh no, it's not! Yes! 3-0, lads! In the Supernova kit as well. Well, that's nice. Again, it's discouraging as ever to know that I can S-rank these so much easier when players like Ozrock and KFC get on the pitch, but now that we've actually got two characters who are maxed out on their stats, we can kind of learn what I did right with that and what I did wrong, especially with your feedback in the comments, and we'll just try and make them even better. I was tempted to go for a Bicycle Blade with my own Victor there, but actually let's just not even tempt fate with the straight counter. Arian, you can just win a few kicks for free, I suppose, and that will be the match. 3-0. So still got a ways to go to get this team high rolling, but that is a nice, comfortable 3-0 win. Are we done here? Awesome! This is why football is so amazing. It is indeed, and his Mixie Max with Keenan looks a lot better than Trina's did. I never saw Keenan on the other side of the other end of the pitch, but like, who would they replace him with? They don't have any replacement defenders. He must be there, right? With just Zach Avalon sitting on the bench. Well, I will open this chest to get Obliteration. That's a bit of a game changer. Pants, do you already have that? No, Floral Fiesta's the strongest she's got. Yes, it's Prezari who has Obliteration, who I am slowly bringing up to level 99 in case she wants to make a comeback, but she's not there yet. But I'll save and I'll just take a quick look at that Earth 11 formation as we send off this video. But thank you for watching another one, and the one we do in the next episode will be the key person. Who's the key person? What the heck is that? That's also the last one in the whole route. So, alright, the next video will actually be finishing the friendship route. That's interesting. It's one of 3 different routes, but plenty more to do. I'll be reading all your feedback before we move on to the next one. For now, what else can I learn about Earth 11? Where was Keenan this whole time? I guess I always do run up the left-hand side where Frank was. Yeah, there he is. It's all the way at the back, but I guess I might as well try and S-rank this while I've already started it. But for the video, that is it. My 3DS is on flash and red battery, so I'm going to call it there. But see you in the next one for the key persons. Bye now.